You wake up.
and your heart is already racing. Nothing happened. No bad news, no crisis, no alarm going off in your life. But your body feels like something is wrong. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, trying to figure out why you feel this way. And the more you try to figure it out, the worse it gets. And that's where most people get it completely backwards. Because anxiety is not just in your mind. It's not just in your thoughts. It's not just something you can think your way out of. It's coming from your body. And if you keep trying to fix it like it's just a mental problem, you'll stay stuck in the same loop, over and over again, wondering why nothing works. Because there isn't just one cause of anxiety. There are multiple. And most people have several happening at the same time, layered on top of each other, feeding into each other, creating a storm inside the body that feels impossible to escape. The first one is your gut. Your gut is responsible for producing the majority of your serotonin, the chemical that stabilizes your mood and helps you feel calm, grounded, and safe. So when your gut is inflamed, imbalanced, or overloaded with the wrong bacteria, your brain doesn't get the signals it needs to feel calm. Instead, it gets chaos. This is why you can eat something and suddenly feel anxious for no reason at all. Bloating, gas, food sensitivities, constipation, those aren't just digestive problems. They are emotional triggers coming from your biology. Your gut and your brain are in constant communication, and when the gut is struggling, the brain struggles too. The second cause is your blood sugar. This one is brutal because it feels exactly like anxiety. You eat something high in sugar or refined carbs, or skip a meal entirely. Your blood sugar spikes and then crashes, and when it crashes, your body panics. It releases adrenaline. It releases cortisol. It floods your system with the exact same chemicals that are released during a real emergency. Your heart starts racing. Your hands might shake. You feel on edge. You feel irritable. You feel like something terrible is about to happen. Not because something is wrong in your life, but because your body thinks it's in danger. And you can't think your way out of a blood sugar crash. You have to feed your body properly. The third cause is cortisol overload. This is your stress hormone. It's supposed to go up when you need it and then come back down when the threat is gone. But for most people, it never comes down. Constant stress, poor sleep, overthinking, skipping meals, too much caffeine, too many screens, too many notifications. Your body stays in a low-grade fight-or-flight state all day long, and eventually, that turns into anxiety that never fully shuts off. You feel tense even when you're resting. You feel on edge even when nothing is wrong. You feel like you can't relax, even when you desperately want to. The fourth cause is caffeine, and this one hits people harder than they realize. Because caffeine doesn't give you energy, it stimulates your nervous system. It increases adrenaline. It raises cortisol. It blocks the chemicals in your brain that make you feel tired, so you feel alert. But you're not actually rested. So if your system is already sensitive, caffeine just amplifies the anxiety that's already there. That wired but tired feeling, that's not energy, that's stress. That's your nervous system being pushed into overdrive when it's already running on empty. The fifth cause is hormones, especially for women, but it affects everyone. When estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone are out of balance, your nervous system becomes unstable. This is why anxiety can suddenly show up, even if you've never struggled with it before. Menopause, perimenopause, hormonal shifts, pregnancy, the week before your cycle, thyroid issues. It's not in your head, it's in your chemistry, And no amount of positive thinking is going to fix a hormone imbalance. Your body needs the right support to bring those levels back into balance. The sixth cause is sleep deprivation. This is where everything starts to break down. When you don't sleep properly, your brain loses its ability to regulate stress. Your cortisol goes up, your blood sugar becomes unstable, your emotional control drops, your focus disappears. So small things feel big, and normal stress feels overwhelming. A minor inconvenience feels like a disaster. A small conversation feels like a confrontation. A tiny mistake feels like a catastrophe. One bad night of sleep can make anxiety worse. Multiple nights, and your body starts living in that state. It becomes your new normal, and you forget what calm actually feels like. The seventh cause is nutrient deficiencies. Your body needs very specific nutrients to regulate your nervous system. Magnesium,
B vitamins,
electrolytes, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D. If you're low in these, your body literally cannot calm itself down. Your system becomes reactive, sensitive, overstimulated. And that turns into anxiety that feels constant, even when nothing is happening. You feel jumpy, you feel restless, you feel like your skin is too tight, you feel like you can't sit still, you feel everything, all the time. The eighth cause is inflammation. This is the silent driver behind almost everything. Inflammation in your body becomes inflammation in your brain, and when your brain is inflamed, it becomes hyper-alert. Everything feels like a threat. Everything feels urgent. Everything feels overwhelming. That's anxiety. Chronic inflammation comes from processed foods, seed oils, poor sleep, chronic stress, and a gut that's out of balance. And as long as the inflammation is there, the anxiety will stay. The ninth cause is hidden infections or gut imbalances, things like parasites, candida, or bacterial overgrowth. These don't just affect digestion, they affect your nervous system. Some of these organisms can actually influence your cravings, your mood, even your thoughts. They create stress signals inside your body, constantly, and your brain responds to those signals with anxiety. You might feel fine one moment and anxious the next, with no external reason at all. That's because the reason isn't external, it's internal. The 10th cause is nervous system overload. This is the one most people are living in right now. Too much stimulation, too much noise, too many notifications, too much information, too much stress, without recovery. Your nervous system was never designed to handle this level of constant input. Social media, news cycles, work emails at midnight, endless scrolling, constant comparison, noise everywhere you go. So it stays activated, all day, every day. And eventually, it stops knowing how to turn off. That's when anxiety becomes your baseline. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your body is overwhelmed. Your system is flooded. Your reserves are empty. Your capacity to cope has been stretched beyond what it can handle. And here's the truth that changes everything. Anxiety is not random. It is not weakness. It is not a character flaw. It is not something you just have to live with. It is a signal. Your body is trying to tell you something. It's trying to say, something is out of balance. Something needs attention. Something needs to change. And the moment you stop fighting the symptom and start looking for the cause, everything starts to shift. Because once you understand what's driving it, you can actually fix it. You can calm your nervous system. You can balance your blood sugar. You can heal your gut. You can support your hormones. You can sleep deeper. You can feel like yourself again. And most people never get to that point because they're too busy trying to silence the signal instead of listening to it. They medicate it. They distract from it. They push through it. They blame themselves for it. But your body isn't broken. It's communicating. And the day you start listening is the day everything begins to change. Now listen, if this video genuinely helped you or even mildly tickled the part of your brain that isn't currently running on cortisol and cold brew, then do us a favor, won't you? Smash that like button. And I do mean smash. Hit it like it personally wronged you, like it's the colleague who replies all to every email. Drop a comment below and tell me what you want to see next. Gut health? Sleep? Cortisol? The existential dread of opening your inbox on a Monday? Say the word, and it's done. Subscribe, because frankly, my self-esteem depends on it, and share this with that one friend who insists they're fine, while clenching their jaw so hard you can hear it from across the room. Right, off you pop. Go drink some water. You look parched.